My name's Tracie Devault, and I'm going to be your instructor for this course. I know that a communications class isn't your favorite thing to take, so my goal is to at least make it somewhat entertaining and helpful to you. This video will just give you a taste of who I am and what you can expect. So many introduction videos are so boring. I know you don't really care where I went to school, or what I studied, or where I'm from, or even what other classes I teach. But I know that you want to know, how hard is the class? Am I a bad grader? Am I funny? Yes I am. So I've invited a few people to give you a little bit of background about me and maybe a little insight into my personality.
I gave her a choice. I said, either you go to college or you're going in the Marine Corps, one of the two. Well, God, that sure got her attention because she decided she didn't want no part of the Corps.
She keeps adopting students, and she makes me talk a lot.
Tracie Devault also plays on a bowling team, so if you come into class and you talk about bowling or give her a hard time about bowling, you might be susceptible to have something thrown at you.
So after a full semester of class with Tracie Devault, I'd say I'm pretty much an expert on her. First of all, she's a complete and total know-it-all. She knows basically everything, which is pretty much a good thing. Maybe you shouldn't ask her about your Mecky Matt homework. That might not be something she knows, but when it comes to communication, she's basically got that down.
She started at a college up in northern Missouri. She went there one semester and it was not a good time. All the time she was up there, I found out that she was really irritated with me because it was my fault that she was in college.
Tracie, she has a great sense of humor herself. She's young, she's hip.
She never stops talking.
We pulled her out of there, brought her back to St. Louis and got her enrolled in a local college in St. Louis.
You'll have to know coming into the class, you have to have a sense of humor. Since communication revolves around our life in almost every aspect, we go through it all the time, whether that's on the phone, on the computer, in front of a job employer, or face-to-face with your friend. You have to come in with good, solid examples ready.
Don't do this. Don't look at your phone in class, and you probably want to participate. You should come to class every day ready to participate, ready to speak up, because if not, she's going to call you out. She's going to make you speak up whether you want to or not, because that's basically what she's about.
And she said, guess what? I said, what's that? She said, I've back re-enrolled at Fontpine College. I'm going to finish my bachelor's degree, which was just super exciting information for me because I wanted her to get at least a bachelor's degree. She finished that. Several years later, she moved to Sullivan, Missouri, called me on the phone one day, said, guess what? What's that? I'm going for my master's degree. I was thrilled to death.
Throughout the semester, Tracie can play a lot of roles in your life. Sometimes she's a job coach when she's critiquing your resume or maybe doing a mock interview. Other times she can be a parent or even a friend. At the beginning of class, she usually asks everybody if they've had any conflicts or issues with communication in the past couple days. So you tell her your life story basically, and she helps you out of the situation. So that kind of goes back to her being a know-it-all. She's pretty much the one to call when you have an issue with communication.
And look where she's at today. She's at the University of Missouri Science and Technology School. I couldn't be much happier for her. She fulfilled, of course, the dream that Dad had. And guess what? She's no longer mad at me.
I hope that you have a good idea of what you can expect this semester. I want you to understand why communication is important to you. As engineers, comp sci, business majors, communication isn't something that you necessarily think about, but it impacts every part of your life. So that's why I'm here. I get asked a lot what it's like to teach communications at an engineering school. And I'll tell you, it's the most important thing I've ever done with my life. The why of why I'm here is because communication has the ability to completely change our society. Think of a utopian world where people talk to each other, not to get their ideas across, but to truly understand each other. Wouldn't that be amazing? So that's why I'm here. I want to do it with some humor, maybe a little teasing. But at the end, I want you to walk away and understanding and knowing that communication is important to you.